So I got a last minute video for my picks for the Blaydes versus Alexander Volkov fight card night. So starting off with the prelims, I think the wrestler's going to take it Max over Austin. He's undefeated. Think I'll out wrestle him, take him down. This next one, this Roxanne girl shouldn't even be in the UFC. Even though it's a girl fight and she could get a decision, I think Lauren takes her out. This next one's interesting. Camacho's pretty tough, and this other guy has no UFC experience, so he'll be more hungry, but I think Frank is tough enough where he won't be able to take out Frank. I think Frank wins knockout or a decision. I think Courtney Casey's going to run through Gillian here. She looked really good lately. This next one, these both guys have lost 3 in a row, but at least he lost his 3 all in the UFC, so I'm taking him. But other prelim, close prelim fight. This next one's the same thing. Two girls. It could go either way, but I think Brianna will edge it out by decision. And here comes the good fights. Clay Guida versus Bobby Green. I think Clay Guida is going to win by decision, just being more active. He comes with so much volume. I can see him winning 2 rounds, getting the decision. And this next one's one of my favorite fights. I think this Roosevelt Roberts is great. I think he's going to be a star. So I got him beating Jim Miller, and I got him on one of my top bets for the knockout. We'll talk about later. This next one, I'll tell you what, Muhammad's one of my favorite fighters. But I was watching this guy's Lyman Goods history. He went a full decision loss to Ben Askren. So he must have amazing wrestling defense. And I've seen him do some impressive submissions in his fight. So I don't know if he's not going to be able to knock out Muhammad. Muhammad has one of the toughest chins in the UFC, I think. But I can see him either submitting him or getting the decision. So the next one, I got Raquel Pennington beating whatever her name is, Marion Renea. And here comes the good ones. Josh Emmett versus Shane Burgos. I got Emmett. If you look at Emmett's history, he lost that one to Jeremy Stevens. Anyone could get knocked out by Stevens if he connects. But Emmett, man, he can knock anyone out too. So you saw him losing that entire fight almost to Michael Johnson and caught him. Same thing could happen with Burroughs. He only has to get hit one time on that chin to significantly change the fight. So I think Emmett will land one and maybe sway the fight. And if he can't land that one, maybe he'll lose by decision. But I got the Emmett knock. I think Emmett will get him, might even take him out. Emmett's big for that weight division. He's uniquely wide. He's got like a goofy body. And the main event, Curtis Blaydes coming off that loss. First Francis versus Alexander. I'm taking Alexander, man. I think Alexander is so damn tall. Unless, obviously, Curtis is going to try to go for that takedown and hold him down. And if he can't, I think Alexander has more experience and so much range, he'll be able to take him out. So when we talk about the money line on this card, man, I don't see any picks that really catch my eyes at all, really. The one where I was talking about the guy with no experience, Justin James versus Frank Camacho, is a plus 270. I mean, that's probably the best one on the money line, in my opinion. It's a fist fight. Camacho's not that great. And this guy's untested. Maybe he'll come out nice one. So it is a fist fight. And then I'd take the Guida fight. I'd take Guida at plus 205 over Green. That's probably my favorite on here, on the money line. Everything else is pretty much a pick 'em. Josh Emmett at plus 120. I mean, I wouldn't take that. It's not worth it. It's like a one for one risk reward ratio. That's not ideal at all. So besides those two, I mean, these are all for my parlays. I keep forgetting to say that. I say that in every video. These are for my parlays. But obviously, you can't be betting on the favorites. It's not worth it, the risk. So let's go over my top 3 bets. I got Miller versus Roberts. I got Roberts getting the knocking out Miller for the plus 350. I also got Clay Guida getting the decision over Bobby Green. That's a plus 300. So I'm thinking, he'll be outwork Green and get the decision on that one. And I'm thinking Roberts will knock out Miller. There's a good chance of it. He's got that power. Hopefully he just doesn't hurt him and then take him and get a submission. That's how it ends up sometimes on these props. And on the last one, I got the Volkov versus Blaydes. I got Alexander with the knockout for plus 600. He doesn't have that much knockouts, but he did knock out Francis Verdum in the first round, so he can knock out anyone, especially Blaydes. And considering it's a 5-round fight, the probabilities are significantly increased in your favor. I mean, you got an extra 10 minutes for that knockout or that TKO. So, like, as of all my other previous top 3 bets, they're all structured where you only need one to be in the money for, and if you miss the other 2. So these aren't you can do any size. You just got to keep them the same amount. So $50, $50, $50, $100, $100, $100, a grand, whatever size you want. But it's structured, as you guys can see. I missed my last 2 cards. I haven't hit a single top bet, but you'd still be up 180 in the 4 cards I've done these for, because of the way I'm structuring them. Because when you do win, they pay off so much. You don't need that many wins. That's the whole point of this. So let's go over last week's. They didn't even do the bottom fight. Nam took it. Julia won. Rosa won. Maria won. Jordan beat the hell out of this guy. Feely pulled it off. He got dropped first round and then won. It's a close fight. So I don't know. I don't know if I would change that up. Going forwards. Marab, he whooped him. Carried him, held him down the whole time. This one was a disappointment. This guy seemed like he almost just folded. But, yeah, he didn't really show up. Missed weight twice and then didn't show up. So I regret that bet for sure. And yeah, then Cynthia took it. She couldn't knock her out low. So, I mean, 6 for 3 on that card. The only ones I would have switched up in hindsight was probably this one. This guy looked really good. Jordan Espinoza. So that's worth remembering for the future on that guy. And then all my bets I missed. I mean, Gina got whooped and Hannah got whooped. Usually on those girl fights, they're decisions, but they fought such dominant opponents. I mean, and it was worth noting this girl at Maria, whatever, Apovich. That girl's going to be a star. I'll tell you that right now. She's going to be one of the best girl fighters ever to do it. She was like 20 and has so many first-round finishes, and it looked so easy for her. It was really impressive. So that was worth noting. But, yeah, that's about it. This is going to be a good card.